Now, Chairperson and co-founder of Fula Africa, Charles Luhanga, joins us now to react to these sentences. Very good evening to you. What is your reaction?
Good evening, and to all listeners. My view, and as of Fula Africa, we are saying that justice is delivered and dignity is defended. And as a Fula Africa, we warmly commend the South African justice system for its firm and principled stance in the conviction. And for this, we are very pleased.
And, you know, as we look at the crux of the matter here, we also, looking at, child labor, housing 91 undocumented workers who go undetected for years on end. What does that reveal about the crisis when it comes to employment, when it comes to human trafficking and acts such as these which destroy lives?
This seems and shows that this is a very underground crime that it needs quite good collaboration within government, NGOs, and all stakeholders, because this shows that, as the minister was saying, it's one of the things that is more organized crimes within the country and outside the country.
And I know that as Fula Africa, your organization, you really work around providing advocacy and awareness and raising the risk of unsafe, irregular migration. What does this tell us in terms of the issues, the big issues around migration, the big issues around, this kind of act and how people are forced into something like this, or perhaps end up there without even realizing the scale of such an operation?
We would say, as Fula Africa, would start from smuggling of migrants, of which this policy has been underlooked, of which that ends up into the situation that we look up as we are seeing it now, as the SADC countries and also South Africa itself looking at this issue of smuggling of migrants. If this can be taken seriously, I think that could be a groundbreaking, as the minister said, because as smuggling of migrants, that ends up into human trafficking, as we see. And once that has been taken not seriously, this is what we see now. So as it is now, we are asking the SADC country to take smuggling of migrants very seriously from the source country as well as in the transit, because this is a very major problem that we're facing currently.
What do you think some of the big challenges are? Is it a matter of policy? Why do you think that we continue to see such shocking cases?
There is a bit of not much collaboration within countries when it comes to sharing information. Some other countries in the SADC countries doesn't take this matter very seriously. That's why it ends up vulnerable people ends up into the situation where it is. And especially when you look at poverty alleviation, when you look at all these policies that are there, like South Africa has got very strong policies that if all SADC countries can work on it, I think we can end up and we can protect the vulnerable communities. The victims cannot end up to the way how it is, especially empowering them where they come from, looking at this smuggling of migrants policies, good policies that are in place but are not practiced.
In efforts to raise awareness, what do you think empowerment would look like if we are to, add to preventing such extremes?
Empowerment starts with the media, especially like SABC, is playing a very major role in spotlighting the cases like this. So media plays a very big role. So as the country itself, as we are now, even in the SADC country, if they can take the same practice that is done in South Africa with good policies, awareness is the major thing. So media plays a very big role. And if all countries, as we're speaking now, can help, resources is a major problem because you find that traffickers that have got their own way, they can use what we have. So this is a major thing that we need to look at, and we're saying, media, we need you in our space.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Chairperson and founder of Fula Africa, Charles Luhanga, giving us some perspective there when it comes to the groundbreaking case of the Chinese nationals.